What up, world? Welcome to an episode of Bleed Black and Gold. As you know, I am Brandon Janeau, the host, and like always on all podcast platforms everywhere, BrandonJaneauShow. Social media platforms, Instagram and Threads, Brandon Janeau, Facebook, The Brandon Janeau Show, and of course TikTok is Brandon Janeau Show, and of course YouTube channel, it is also Brandon Janeau Show. Go subscribe, comment. I do comment back. Like the videos in the shorts, the clips that I put on my YouTube channel as well, and on my social media. Go there and follow as well. Subscribe to my social medias as well. All right. So the Saints lose. Saints lose today, 26-24, losing to the Atlanta Falcons. Uh, this was a typical Saints game, just like last week, just like this week. Um, we we shot ourselves in the foot so much in this game. It kind of makes you just question shit. Here's my problem with this, and this is the thing. So respect to Dennis Allen and the defense of the Saints. Respect to them. I know people on social media going crazy and dissing and we shouldn't be giving them love. Listen, listen. That listen, y'all doing too much. For the second straight week, this defense pretty much did not break. They gave up what what I want to say 9 points, 9 points, 12, 12 points. Yeah, 12 points. They gave up 12 points to the Atlanta Falcons offense. 12 points to the Atlanta Falcons offense because the Atlanta Falcons offense kicked 4 field goals. The Saints defense was a straight bend but don't break defense today. And I will say this: Atlanta damn sure helped the Saints out. The Atlanta Falcons definitely helped the Saints out because of how the offense of the Atlanta Falcons was playing as well. They shot themselves in the foot a lot with penalties as well. But it's us. It's us. Lord Jesus, this was a full flash, you know, Saints game. I don't know how to speak on it better than just being like this was a this was the Saints. This was a Saints game. This was a complete another Saints game. Clint Kubiak, all the praise he got in the first 2 weeks, I have been if I was in New Orleans, I would strangle the shit out of Clint Kubiak today. I would strangle the shit out of Clint Kubiak. The same problem I had with the Saints last week is the same fucking problem I'm talking about this fucking week. See, unlike last week, the Eagles was meeting the Saints through the hole, right and left. That was not the case this week. So why the fuck is Clint Kubiak calling shit to the right side? You're doing stretch plays to the right, and you know Trevor Penning and Landon Young can't handle that. Cesar Ruiz and Trevor Penning couldn't handle that last motherfucking week. And yet you still are calling stretch plays to the right. This game was the Saints. And this is the fucking crazy part. The two turnovers are the only points Atlanta scored. Touchdowns, outside of the field goals, Those are the only touchdowns Atlanta scored. Rashid Shaheed fucked up. The first damn, the defense did exactly what they were supposed to do: get off the field. Rashid Shaheed has been a punt returner for too long to do something that fucking stupid. To see the ball and still try to catch it, and still try to catch the fucking ball at the 1 yard line, let it go. You were not catching the ball. Even if you caught the ball, where the fuck were you going? Where were you going? Where the fuck were you going? That was just straight up stupidity on Rashid Shaheed. And he did the same shit last year with the Tennessee Titans game when he took the ball out of the red zone, of the end zone, and fumbled the fucking ball on a kickoff. You're just sitting there like, what the fuck are you doing? People now back on this Derek Carr is bad shit. I'm not about to do that. He had one play in this game which was just stupid because you see Matt Judon not biting on the damn snap on the goddamn pump fake. So if they're not gonna bite on the pump fake, dude, just throw it at the feet and keep it the fuck pushing. Either throw it at their feet or take the sack. That was stupid on his part. He should have just threw the fucking ball at his feet and let the play die. If we gotta take a step back, take the fucking step back. But that was just fucking stupid. You do not still throw the ball in that situation. That was just stupid. I know he did a play early. Later on, he did another throw like that later on in the game where he kind of sidearmed it. But you don't do that with Matt Judon is literally in your face doing this. You don't do that. You don't throw that ball. Just throw it to the ground, have another play, get another drive. Fuck it. But you put our team, you gave them, by the way, momentum has swung. They only have, it was 14-10. The defense did exactly what they were supposed to do. And the fact of the matter is, the Saints offense today, Clint Kubiak again, fucking play calling, bruh. Like, bruh, it's simple shit, bruh. It is simple shit. And the fact of the matter is, you continuously call the dumbest shit. Like, bro, there is no way in hell. You see them stop the right. We get in the red zone. What do? You run Alvin Kamara to the right. Again, why? Why are you doing that? What sense does that make? It was a Clint Kubiak, like I said, the first 2 weeks were great. The last 2 weeks, I'm starting to question his fucking play calling. This is stupidity, sir. Another thing, you can tell the Saints offense, and I said this last week too. You can tell the Saints offense when Taysom Hill's healthy and when he's not. Last week, we couldn't move the fucking football. I don't give a shit if Eric McCoy got injured in that game. We would have moved the football with Taysom Hill. Because Taysom Hill would have plugged up a couple holes. And because of how good he is and because he is a switch army knife, you have to pay attention to where he's lined up, which would confuse the defense enough to keep their eyes on the backfield. Because there was a play early in the game where, because you have Alvin Kamara and Taysom Hill both in the backfield, the defense is like, what the fuck? So everybody just ran with Alvin Kamara. Not even looking, and it was, by the way, it was a 4th down. And they picked that shit up so easily. It was like a 4th and 1, and they picked it up like that. And that, look at that, could have kept running. I mean, like Ellis was standing right there, but this game was just a straight stupid, just Clinton Kubiak, bro. Like I said, for the first, I felt like these 2 weeks would be about the defense of the Saints. The first 2 weeks was so easy. The defense didn't really have to do shit. This game was about the goddamn defense. These last 2 games about the defense. And I saw what I needed to see. The defense is tough. And it's always been tough. But we still got questions with this offense. And the only problem we got questions is we're not healthy. The offensive line is not healthy, obviously. The offensive line is not healthy. That's one. Aaron McCoy is out for 6 to 8 weeks. We're gonna have to just manage. I don't know how long Cesar Ruiz is gonna be out, but to be honest with you, I think Young fits better right now with that offense than Cesar Ruiz does. Taysom Hill is out again. Abdominal injury. He might have an abdominal tear because it was his chest, now it's his abdominal. He might have an abdominal tear. So if that is the case, we're fucked. This Saints team operates better with Taysom Hill on the floor. And this is why I feel like this offense is predicated around Taysom Hill. It's not predicated around Alvin Kamara. It's not predicated around Derek Carr. It's not predicated around Chris Olave. It's predicated around Taysom Hill. Because Taysom Hill could do so much shit. And he's such a fucking decoy that even when you know he might not get the ball, his presence on the field puts fear in the defense. And now you have to pay attention to him. This game was a Saints game. This was the epitome of a fucking Saints game. We score late. We put points on the board. Another thing, second straight week now where we don't take the fucking points. Take the points. Take the points. I get it. I get it. I hear you. I know. Take the points. Take the points. Atlanta cannot score a touchdown. You give them the ball after going up, being up 3. You put them back on the field. Our defense would have done enough to not bend but don't break. We would have probably got back the ball with some time on the clock. They probably would have had to kick another field goal. We could have wasted time because Atlanta wasn't doing shit to really speed up the clock. Atlanta's Atlanta's last 2 possessions, the Atlanta Falcons' last 2 possessions in that game, they had what? A run by Bijan Robinson that didn't, no, Tyler Algier that really didn't go nowhere. You had an incomplete pass, and then you had another throw, another catch that went out of bounds, and that was the end of that drive. They punted the ball back to us. We went down there and scored a touchdown. The next drive for the Atlanta Falcons, they got what, 5 yards, but then they had to push them back because of the center moving the ball. No, they got some yards, and then I think they had a third and something, and then the center tried to move the ball to try to show like, and then the center time ran off 10 seconds. When I saw the time run off at 10 seconds, I said we gonna lose. I'm gonna be dead as honest. When I saw it, they went back a yard. They went back 5 extra yards. They went back 5 extra yards. In time you got taken off the clock, we're gonna do something stupid and we're gonna lose. And that's exactly what happened. The Atlanta Falcons barely moved the football for the last 2 drives. Let me say that again for the people in the back. The Atlanta Falcons barely moved the ball. The only time they moved the ball was a PI call. That was it. Even when they got the yardage, I personally would have ran running back draw because the Saints is so out of it. You could have just ran the ball right up the gut. It would have made it way easier for the kicker. You could have at least got 10, 20 yards off of fucking you know running back draw. It would have easily won you the game. But the Saints did this to themselves, man. As a Saints fan, you should know how these games move. The question is, do we need to clean up late game situations like this? This has been the Saints all my life. This is what they do. When they scored that minute and with a minute, I said, yeah, we fucked up. I, I was like, yep, we fucked up. We fucked up bad. It's what the Saints do. It's what they do. I wasn't shocked. That PI call by Paulson Adebo, and people also on Paulson Adebo's ass today. Do y'all not understand that he's the only one that got a turnover in this whole fucking game? The man picked the ball off today. Y'all are just y'all are disgruntled. Like as fans, again, like y'all pick and choose when the fuck you want to be outraged. You cannot be outraged like this, bro. Did Paulson Adebo have a good game today? Fuck no. He had a terrible fucking game. This was a terrible game by him. God awful. But we're not about to play like Paulson Adebo hasn't been one of the best second corners on the Saints for a while. We're not about to do that. That's what we're not about to do. People now want to pick on this kid. It's not him. Like he fucked up today, tremendously fucked up today. He fucked up. He fucked up tremendously today. This was bad. It was a bad game by him. I'm not mad at him. Like I'm not mad at him for this game. I get it. That last play was very stupid. Which again, fucking Dennis Allen, bro. Why are you calling press man to man when they have 31 seconds on the clock, no timeouts? Why? What I would have done is had three down and everybody back. I would have had 3, 4 linebackers. I would have had 3, 4 people guarding the first down marker and everybody back. So if you catch it, you can hit immediately. And even if you break it, we still got people that run down to catch you. The fact of the matter is they did not, again, you putting them in a press man-to-man coverage. And yet you think that play was on Paulson Adebo? Why the fuck are you playing press man-to-man? Why are you playing man-to-man to begin with? Bruh, this is the second straight week we have done this shit to ourselves. Where we go man to fucking man. Why? That makes no fucking sense. There's nothing good coming from that. Kirk Cousins is going to chew up the zone. Let him. Because here's the crazy part. I like our chances with Chase Young and Carl Granderson against that offensive line. Then you playing press man to fucking man. And you know they're going to throw a flag. For all of the shit that the Saints did. By the way, also, I was saying this to myself while I was watching the game. The fact that the Saints had one penalty for 5 yards in the first half is crazy. But the Saints corrected that, clearly. The Saints corrected that with all the bullshit penalties they got in the second half. And it was all offense. Another thing I see people do. Y'all talking crazy about Derek Carr. If it wasn't for Derek Carr, the Saints would have never moved the ball in the second fucking half because of how stupid Clint Kubiak was fucking calling plays. The Saints would have never even moved the fucking football in the second half if it wasn't for Derek Carr. You can stop that too. We lose. We are now 2-2. I wish I could say the schedule gets better, but no, it doesn't. So next Monday we go to Kansas City. We'll be in Kansas City next Monday. We play the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday Night Football. The following week we play Tampa Bay, who blew out the Eagles today, just beat the living shit out of them. Which I kind of knew they were gonna beat the fucking Eagles. The Eagles have a bunch of fucking injuries, and on top of that, the Eagles are not good. We're the only dumbasses that kept doing the stupidest shit. Instead of us using Alvin Kamara as a wide receiver in that game, we kept trying to run him up trying to do stretch plays. It was just the fucking dumbest thing on the planet. Um, but yeah, that's the next 2 weeks, and then we got we got Thursday night football with the Denver Broncos coming to us that Thursday. Listen, we could, we're too good for this shit. We're injured, and that's another thing. We're really fucking hurt. We're banged up. We don't have a bye week till like week 12, week 14. Like week 12, week 14, something like right in the middle of that, like between them two. Week 13, week 12, week 12, week 13, week 14. We don't have a bye week until a long time from now. So we're gonna be in some shit. We did not lose this game because Atlanta beat us. Don't ever let somebody tell you we lost this game because Atlanta was better. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. We lost this game because we fucking lost. We lost this game. We did not play to our standards. We shit the bed. We gave them 2 touchdowns and their offense didn't have anything to do with it. If Rashid Shaheed does not muff that punt and Derek Carr does not throw that ball, it is 24-12. And Atlanta would be pressing. And Atlanta was fucking themselves up because, like I said, they had a lot of penalties in this game, lots of penalties. But we just out penalty. We did the most crucial penalties at the wrong fucking time. It was just next Monday we play the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday Night Football. To be honest with you, man, I'm watching Kansas City and the Chargers. Kansas City's banged up too. Kansas City now just probably lost Rasheed Rice, who took a terrible fucking hit by Patrick Mahomes on the first drive. So yeah, next Monday's gonna be an interesting one. Demario Davis should be back. I don't know if he will be. Chris Olave was limping a lot in this game. Elvin, of course, dealing with broken ribs. I see that he's dealing with broken ribs and still play like he played today. That's fucking nuts. Taysom Hill, of course, might have an abdominal tear. Our offensive line is not getting healthy anytime soon. Um, Alontae Taylor got hurt. He got banged up with his shoulder. That's something to look at. Um, Teron Matthew got injured. I think he had a groin. He didn't play a lot later in the game. So yeah, man, we're banged the fuck up. The Saints are banged the fuck up. Like I said, we don't have a bye week. It's really late in the season, so we're gonna have to manage this shit. Uh, Here's the thing. I still don't think we're done. The last 2 weeks, we lost those games. We lost those games. The last 2 weeks, we lost those games. Us, us as a team, playing man to fucking man on 3rd and 16 against the Eagles, who couldn't stop the fucking pass rush if we really put it on. And then today, costly fucking penalties, dumbass turnovers when we really didn't need to do them. We lost this game. We lost the game. We lost this game. And that's us. That's our fault. We fucked up. We had this type of game. We put this game. We did this ourselves. Dennis Allen need to. Again, we actually have not been penalized a lot, which is the craziest fucking thing on the planet. And we get turnovers. But this is bad. The last 2 weeks, I can literally tell y'all, we did not call. We caused ourselves these games. The Eagles game and this game. There's no reason. In Atlanta, I know celebrating and going crazy like y'all won a Super Bowl. My nigga, y'all offense didn't score a point. Y'all offense didn't score a fucking point. Celebrate, I guess, yeah. But yeah. Anyway, 26-24 is the ending. Like I said, next Monday I will be after the game. I will do Bleed Black and Gold next Monday night. So it'll probably be like 10, 11 o'clock. when that game goes off, so I will be, talking about it. But yeah, take to lose. We are officially 2-2, 500. Hopefully, we get back over 500 next week. We shall see. We go to Arrowhead Stadium for the first time in a long time. It's been a minute since we've been in Kansas City, so we shall see. But until then, I am Brandon Janeau. This is Bleed Black and Gold. Peace.